Or a really nice
Or a really nice watch.
Oh, okay. You bought this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to the Seiko Museum in Tokyo, and we're
Seiko
very
Museum.
taken with how, again, well made everything is
Okay.
and how much care is put into things. And so, yeah, we got
Oh, that's
watches that I'm
good.
sure will last the rest of our lives.
Okay.
The kuku,
Yeah.
kuku mochi.
Fukumochi.
Ooh,
Mm.
delicious. Delicious. The kuku mochi, I love it. I'm trying to find somewhere where to buy it.
May I have your name?
I'm Zach.
I'm Janine.
Nice to meet you. And then where you're from?
We're visiting from Washington, D.C., in
Okay.
the United States. This is our third time visiting.
Third time. Okay. Both of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
We're married.
Okay. What made you decide to come to Japan so many times?
You know, after the first time we came here,
Mhm.
for 2 weeks, we felt like we had barely scratched the surface.
Okay.
There was so much to see. The way we described it on the first trip was a new delight around every corner.
Mhm.
So it's
Okay.
everywhere we went, there was something
Okay.
delicious to eat, something
Wow.
wonderful to see. So,
Wow.
you know, so much fun.
Okay. So many places to see.
So
and
many
so-
places to see.
And all the places are very different,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Tokyo is very different from
Mhm.
Kyoto, which is very different
Right.
from Osaka. And so so,
Kamakura.
or Kamakura, right? So
Kamakura.
being able to
Yeah.
see different parts of Japan and
Okay.
the way that some things are similar, you know, when you visit
Mhm.
temples, you sort of get a similar feeling, but the temples
Yeah.
themselves are all very different.
Okay.
And same with eating too, like you can eat a bowl of ramen every day, but every bowl of ramen is really different.
Okay. Yeah.
And so that's always been really delightful.
Okay. So, do you find any favorite things in Japan, like culture, foods?
Sure.
I think my favorite thing in Japan is the craftsmanship.
Okay.
How well made
Yeah.
everything is and how much care is put into
Okay.
everything that's
Okay.
made.
You know, you visit the temples and the shrines, and there's just beautiful carpentry. Like the
Mhm.
woodworking is amazing.
Wow.
I like to go shopping here,
Mhm.
and you know, I buy goods that are made in Japan.
Okay.
You know, tools,
Mhm.
knives,
Okay.
scissors.
Wow.
Everything is just such high quality.
Okay. Oh. That's
You know,
so-
coming from America, we are used to things being sort of cheap and poorly made. And so when we come to
Really?
Japan, we can purchase things that are going to last us a really long time.
Okay.
Or a really nice.
Or a really
watch.
nice watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You bought this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to the Seiko Museum in Tokyo, and we're very taken with how, again, well made everything is and how much care is put into things. And so, yeah, we got watches that I'm sure will last the rest of our lives.
Okay, that's good. So, what was the first impression in come to Japan? Do you remember?
So the first time we were here, we landed in Tokyo
Okay.
and we stayed in Shibuya.
Mm.
And so, you know, that's very like bright lights, big city, and it's
Right.
very, it sort of hums with energy.
Mhm.
And what I really like about Tokyo is that any type of thing you're into, there's something in Tokyo where you can do that or
Yeah.
see that if you're into
Yeah.
cats or you're into jazz or you're into just like any type of interest you may have.
Okay.
Someone else in Japan or in Tokyo
Mhm.
has that interest. So there's a cafe or a
Okay.
store
Right.
where you can sort of find other people who are into those same types of things,
Mhm.
which I've always been really charmed by.
Okay. That's good. So, is it popular in your country visiting Japan? Is it common in the country?
I think it's become more common.
Okay.
In the, you know, the first time we came was in 2018, I
Mhm.
think, and we've had, you know, friends who have gone on their honeymoon here or
Mhm,
other friends who
okay.
have been, I think, among a certain type of American, it's a destination that
Mm.
people are interested in, and I think a lot of us have been intimidated by, you know, the language barrier or the cultural
Mm.
differences, but we have found it to be really easy
Mhm.
to move around, you know, signage, and people are really nice, and so it's been
Okay.
much less sort of isolating than I thought it would be. And so it's a much easier place to travel than we originally thought.
Wow.
I think there are a lot of people in the U.S.
Mhm.
You know, young couples and such who
Mhm.
are dying to come here.
Okay.
And they're maybe a little jealous that we've been here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
But it's,
that's
you know,
good.
it is a difficult trip to pull off, you know,
Okay.
from America. It's a
Mhm.
very long flight.
Right,
You know,
right.
you really need
At least
10 days to 2 weeks to pull it off, and
right.
so it's kind of a high bar for
Yeah.
entry for a lot
Right.
of people.
Oh, how long have you been here? This trip?
This is, I think, day 14.
14.
Yeah. So
So-
every time we've come, we've stayed for about 2 weeks, and so
Oh,
we've
okay.
been in
We leave
Japan.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going home tomorrow.
Okay. So, what was your highlight in this trip?
I think our highlight on this trip, our stay on Naoshima Island in the Seito Inland Sea with
Okay.
like Benesse art site. Yeah, it was amazing.
That was
place.
special, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful hotel.
Wow.
And
Gorgeous
full of
architecture.
museums. Yeah, all the architecture by Tadao Ando. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay.
really beautiful and really intentional of a space. I think that's something else I really like about Japan is that everything is very intentional, where things are sort of presented in a way that's very intentional or created in a way that's intentional. And Naoshima was like that. Even like the way that you walk between the museums, again, was a really intentional approach to things that I find I really like.
Okay. So, what was most surprising thing in Japan?
It has kind of a retro futuristic feel
Yes.
to it. So it's sort of like a lot of Japan feels like maybe what I thought the future was going to be like when I was like a child, you
In
know,
the 90s.
in the 90s, yeah,
Yeah.
with lots of gadgets and
Oh,
neon
okay.
signs and
Right.
tall buildings everywhere.
Okay.
Whereas in the United States, it's just a little bit different. The way technology has evolved in the United States has been a little bit different. Like
Oh,
it's
really?
destroyed stores, so there's no retail anymore.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
cities are not very vibrant. You know, whereas you come here and there's a little shop for everything. It feels like the future was supposed to feel like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
really?
what's been most surprising is sort of how not online so much of the culture is here,
Okay.
where again, many things are done in person or it's often easier to do.
See, I think you have tried so many Japanese food, but have you find any favorite Japanese food?
Tonkatsu every day of the
Tonkatsu.
week.
Oh,
Curry
Curry
every day.
Wow.
I could probably eat ramen every day.
Oh.
One thing we like about eating in Japan is that it's very easy to do, and there's water on the table and napkins on the table, and so it makes it easier just to sort of, again, to not necessarily speak the language,
Oh,
or
okay. Oh.
you know, in other countries, if you don't speak the language, you order something and it's not quite
Okay.
right, or you didn't do it correctly, and so I like it. There's an efficiency to eating that makes it sort of fun and easy.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So, are there any Japanese food that you want to try but haven't yet?
Shabu shabu.
Yeah, we haven't had a shabu shabu.
We talk about it, and
Yeah.
we haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
That's probably the
That's probably the number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we feel like we've tried kind of one by one a
Okay.
lot of the cuisines.
Yeah.
So.
So, where will you go after this interview?
I think we're headed back into central part of Kamakura.
Right.
We're gonna go see the Debatsu.
Oh, okay, that was
Which we have seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
last
that's
time we
good.
were here in the spring.
Okay.
So we saw the cherry blossoms.
Oh, that's
and
good.
now
And then
we're
now
here to see
autumn,
fall
wow.
foliage. Yeah.
Really good. Okay. So, thank you very much for doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Arigatou
very fun.
gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye.
Bye.
May I have your name, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Javier.
My name is Sarah.
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
So, where are you from?
Spain,
Spain. Oh,
Mallorca.
okay. Is this your first time visit Japan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, what made you to decide to come to Japan?
The culture, the
Mhm.
food, and the big city, and the temples, and the
Alright.
nature, and
Mm-hmm.
all that.
Okay, that's interesting. So, how was your first impression?
Amazing. So much people.
Okay.
A lot of people, and a great place. It's a beautiful place. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful country. Yeah.
Thank you. Is it popular in your country visiting Japan? To come to
I
Japan?
think it's becoming more popular.
Okay.
There's some tourists from Spain. We can encounter some people from Spain. Yeah.
So, what about Japanese culture, like manga or anime?
Yeah, anime and manga, and other people search for the culture or
Okay, it's
other
depends
stuff.
the
Yeah.
age. Okay. I see. So, how long have you been in Japan so far?
4 days,
So total gonna be.
15 days.
So could you share your plan?
We have been in Tokyo
Tokyo.
these 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to Kyoto tomorrow, Osaka, Hiroshima, Miyajima, and back to Tokyo. and
Tokyo.
back to home. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what was the most surprising things
the lines.
Right.
The lines in the restaurant.
Wow.
And
So is it stress for you wait in a line?
for me, yes. For her, no. It's not special.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So are there any difficulty? No. Oh,
Very
that's
easy,
good.
no.
Wow.
Moving with the bus, with the metro. No.
Okay. Oh,
The
that's good.
language very good. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So did you find anything favorite? Food, culture, people,
La cosa más favorita.
place?
Yeah, food. We love food. Ramen.
Ramen.
Oh,
We
that's
love food, yeah,
good.
we
What
love food.
kind of
The Ichiran.
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 Ichiran ramen. And
That's good.
It's my
the
favorite.
kuku.
Yeah.
Kuku mochi.
Okumochi.
Delicious. Delicious. Kuku mochi. I love it.
Oh.
I'm trying to find somewhere where to buy it. Kusu. Kusu. Kuku. Kusu.
Kusumochi.
Kuku mochi.
Okay.
Is that
Oh,
the same?
you- yeah,
kuku
yeah.
mochi.
Okay, that's good. So, is there any Japanese food that you want to try but you haven't yet?
Wagyu
Wagyu.
and Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah. Okay. So, what about activity like wearing kimono?
We haven't tried yet.
Okay.
I think in Kyoto,
Mm.
perhaps, or
Yeah.
we don't know.
You will find.
Yeah.
So, will you go? Will you ride red train like Shinkansen? Will you ride
Tomorrow,
tomorrow?
we will take
Will you-
the train to Kyoto.
Mhm.
We will have moved in Tokyo with the metro.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
Uh,
How was the metro? Is it okay
Uh,
for you?
8 a.m. was very
Good then.
8 a.m.
Mhm.
8 a.m. was very a lot, so many
Okay,
people.
so many
but,
people.
but yeah, it was comfortable.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
And it
good.
was good to understand the
Mm.
lines.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so where will we go after this interview?
We're going to the train station and back to Kyoto.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps we'll have lunch here or in Kyoto, or in Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Tokyo, Tokyo,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
And yeah, and rest a little bit
Mhm.
because we have a little bit jet lag. Jet lag. Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't sleep very well yet,
Mhm.
and so
Okay, so you live in, you stay in Tokyo right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay, so you will go tomorrow, Kyoto.
Yeah.
Kyoto.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's really nice talking
You're
to
welcome.
you.
You're
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.